welcome to the second video of the series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a Docker Compose file and then also how to create a Docker Compose setup and the containers using the Docker CLI. So the first step in the process is to define a version. We're going to be using the 3.0 version. And then second step is to write our services. In this video, I'm going to create a very basic setup with only one service, which is going to be a database, and we're going to create a MySQL container. So inside services, on the first indentation level, we're going to define our service names. So I'm going to name my database service DB. And then inside the DB, we're going to define what that service is going to look like. We do that by defining an image tag. And then I'm going to request MySQL image. I'm going to be using MySQL version 8.0. And then next line, we can say restart always, which means that this container is going to restart when it shuts off. And then next step is to define environment variables. Next step is to define the port. And then left side is the port that we're going to open at our machine, and then the right side is the port that we're going to connect it in the container. So for MySQL, we're going to be using port 3306. And then last step is to define volumes. So volumes are a way of mounting data to our containers, and for this application, we're going to be mounting a file called dbdata to varlib MySQL. Last step is, if we have defined any volumes, is to write our volumes down. So now our Docker Compose file is ready. So the next step is to make sure that these environment variables are defined in the environment file. So I have a file called .env, and then I put down all of the information here. This is an optional but very important step. You don't want to commit the .env file into your GitHub repository or your Git history. So let's add that into our .gitignore. Awesome. Okay, now we're done, and then there's only one command left to run, which is Docker Compose up. As you can see, a directory called dbdata is created, and that's going to have all of the data the MySQL server is needed. Okay, and then we got the message saying that MySQL server is ready for connections. We can verify that it's running by creating another terminal and then typing the command docker ps. It's going to show all of the containers that are running. As you can see, it's saying that we created one 32 seconds ago, and then it's forwarding ports 3306 to 3306.